All right, let's cover some Facebook ads diagnostics. In this specific section, I'm going to go over when you should kill your ads. Okay, now kill is a very strong word, but obviously the proper terminology in Facebook is when to pause an ad, right? So the first section I'm going to go right into is when to pause an ad, the 72-hour test. So if, let's say, for example, you have a product that has a net profit margin of $15 to, let's say, $20. Like that's your net profit margin after your cost of the actual product, right? So you want to actually, if your net profit margin on a product is about $15 to $20, that's a pretty healthy margin. You want to initially on your test ads, initially only, you want to let it run till you spend close to about $15 to $20. Okay, almost the same as the net margin. And you might be asking, Charlie, why am I going to do that? That's like breaking even at best, right? And that's the point. So if launching, now if you're launching the ads at, let's say, $5 daily budget, you can also test launching it at $2 or $3 or $4. But typically we start a little bit more aggressively at $5, which isn't even really that much. This will allow you to slowly collect the demographics data, and obviously the goal is potential sales data over a period of 3 to 4 days. If after the initial test not a single sale is made, then kill those ads or pause those ads. Now let me just go over why, once again, I would be willing to spend money to try to break even. So like even if I made one, let's say one sale, and I spent $15 to make $15 net profit margin, which equals zero actual profit, right? I just broke even. So the reason why I'm doing that in my initial ads, because those ads are meant to be, if you guys ever played chess, you know those, what do you call those little guys in the front? Those pawns or whatnot? Those are the guys that, you know, go out there and they kill them off, and the queens and the rooks and the horse, the knight, those guys do all the strategic moves, right? So it's kind of in that terms, where the test ads is really just to collect information and allow you to position yourself to set up a really effective, high ROI ads setup. So as you launch this, as you're running your test ads, even if you break even, or a lot of times you'll realize even on your test ads, you can make a lot of sales. You can make some serious ROI. We've done it. Many marketers have done it, and you can too. But the point of, but lower your expectation and set your expectation a little bit differently so that you won't be disappointed, but the rewards will be great because you'll have valuable data. So we're slowly collecting, as we're getting all these click-throughs and let's say video views, people engaging with the video. Facebook is going to show you, when you go to the data section for each ad set, Facebook is going to show you the demographics of who are engaging with your video or your ad, even if you're not running a video, even if you're just running a traditional website conversion ad or page post engagement ad or clicks to website, even if you're running those other traditional Facebook ad types, along with videos, obviously, Facebook is going to tell you whether it's male or female, if you're running it to both, who's engaging the most, who's clicking through to your site the most, where, location, things like that. Pat's, I think, going to go over in the next video. But it's to collect those initial data that's going to be really powerful for you. So just another similar example, just a different profit margin. If a product has a net margin of $25 to $40, now this is a much higher margin than 15 to 20, right? $25 to $40 net profit margin on a product that you're selling. You can actually let it run until you spend close to $20 to $25, only for the initial test ads, obviously. To see if you can make a sale or two, or to, once again, break even. Now, why is that? Well, it's kind of common sense, right? It's common It's basic economics, right? I know that if I spend $20 and my net profit if I spend $20 to make a sale and my net profit was 25, I'm profiting $5 after ad spend, right? Now that's not great, but that's not bad. I made a profit, but ultimately I'm still collecting data, because ultimately I want to make $15, $20, $30 net profit margin even after ad spend. That's my goal, and we're going to show you guys how to progressively get there. So once again, if you're launching ads at this kind of ad at $5 daily budget, you could also test 2, 3, 4 once again. This will allow you to once again collect those data that you need over a period of 3 to 4 days, however long you want to spread it out. But typically, you want to initially give it like 72 hours at least, right? And now after the initial test, not a single sale is made, pause those ads. Okay? Now, this rule applies to a single ad set. So what that means is if you watched one of the other videos, if you launched 2 more duplicate ad sets of the same initial ad set, the main ad set you initially made, and then basically we're teaching you how to duplicate it 2 more times, the same exact targeting, same everything. You're just duplicating it, right? Let's say, using the example of the net profit margin of $15 to $20 product net profit margin. Now, if you're doing it for 2 more duplicate ads, meaning you'll have a total of 3 ads, test ads. In this case, you want to spend up to like $10 to $15 per initial ad sets. Since you have 3 going, you don't want to risk too much on the line for testing. So you want to kind of lower that threshold slightly. Okay, so it's really, really up to you, but that's just our recommendation. Now, the next thing is cost per conversion rule. This is after the 72-hour test. Now it's time to start profiting, right? So now, if your product, once again, has a net profit margin of 15 to 20, anything below $8 to $10 cost per conversion is good to continue running. Anything above that, you got to kill. You got to pause those ads. Obviously, the lower the cost per conversion, the higher your ROI, return on investment. And obviously that's the goal, right? So if your net profit margin is $15 to $20 per sale of a product, your highest threshold should be $8 to $10. Anything higher, you kill. Anything lower is good. Lower the better, because it's increasing your ROI, right? Now, the reason why $8 to $10 is okay, so when I say $8 to $10, I'm comparing 15 to 8, 20 to 10. So if I have a net profit of $15 net margin, I can spend up to $8. I'm still profiting $7. That's okay. We can optimize that, but we are still collecting data. You will never stop collecting data as long as you're running ads, okay? Because when you collect those data and you know how to break it apart to optimize your ads, that's what's called optimizing your ads, to increase your ROI and make more sales, spend less money and more net profit. That's the goal, right? And same thing, I'm not going to go over it's the same example for the $25 to $40 margin. Your threshold is still higher, okay? If your net gain is in the positive, you're still profiting, all while collecting extremely powerful data to refine and optimize your ads, right? Essentially, your ad budget expenditure threshold really depends on what the net profit margin of your product. So I hope that helps you guys.